it is a semi-synthetic fiber. How it is made and why it is known as semi-synthetic fiber? Actually, it was formed in late 19th century. It was formed in late 19th century, or even we can say early 20th century or early 20th century. And one very special quality or characteristic feature of this fiber is that it gives the it appears or it gives an appearance like silk. So it was made as an alternative of silk, was made or used, was made, yeah, I have written was, so I need to write was made as an alternative silk, alternative of silk. Now when I am saying that it can be used or it used to be used or it is used, that means the important word which I am using over here is alternative of silk. When we can use one thing in place of another, when it has got the characteristic, when the characteristics of both the things are same. Same is the case here also. The characteristic of rayon and silk goes with each other, that means they matches with each other. We are talking about synthetic fibers, but still I will say that rayon doesn't comes totally under the category of artificial or man-made fiber. Why it doesn't comes? Because it is made up of wood pulp. It is made up of wood pulp. Wood pulp is used to make rayon. Now, we all know wood is a natural thing, and when some substance which is natural, or we can say that when wood is used, which is a natural substance, how can we say that this material is totally synthetic? No, it is not. Why? Because wood pulp is there. Cellulose of wood pulp is used. Cellulose of wood pulp is used. So, it came into existence as an alternative of silk. That means it has got the characteristic features or it has something in it like silk that we are going to talk about now. But before that, we will talk about wood pulp. How wood pulp is used and what is done to wood pulp to convert this into rayon. So first of all, wood pulp is dissolved. Wood pulp is dissolved in alkali. This wood pulp is dissolved in alkali. Now, this solution is known as viscose, and now it is passed through many minute holes. It is passed through minute holes of, say, what I am talking about. I am talking about the material which is neither synthetic nor natural. It is made by using wood pulp. And how it is made? The wood pulp is utilized, that means the cellulose of wood pulp is taken. It is dissolved in alkali, and when this solution, when the wood pulp get dissolved in alkali, that solution is passed through these small holes. It is passed through these small holes of the spindrift, and after this, it is used, can be used to make the fibers, but then it has to be little strong, durable, hard also. So again now it is like H2SO4 is passed. H2SO4 is used to make it hard. first of all is what is done. Wood pulp is taken, cellulose of wood pulp is taken, which is dissolved in alkali. Now, when the solution is formed, that means when the wood pulp get dissolved in alkali, solution is passed to these small holes, and from there it get converted into a fiber like structure. Now, to make it very strong, it is passed or dipped into H2SO4 or sulfuric acid. Now, after this, it is used to it can be used to make the fabric. So this is how the wood pulp is utilized to make this fiber. Now we will talk about the properties of rayon. That what are the properties of rayon? Now we will be talking about properties of rayon. So first of all, the very first thing is its property. Now what is the property? That it can be used as the alternative of silk. When it can be used as the alternative of silk, that means it has to look like silk. This is very important, that it has to look like silk, and then only it can be used as an alternative. So appearance is like silk. Appearance is silk-like. That means it is shiny, it is smooth, it is silky, it is like having all the qualities of silk. That it is smooth, it is silky, it is soft to touch. It is soft to touch. At the same time, this is very strong also. It is very strong. It is also very good absorbent. It is also very good absorbent. And you might have observed that if you use silk, or basically the more silk is utilized in the kurtas or in the girls' dresses, like girls use silk more, or if we talk about the males, then the kurtas are made basically, and sometimes the shirts also it is made, but few of them use males use silk shirt. So the main thing which I was saying, that when you see a mama using the silk sari, you will observe that it get wrinkled very fast. So at the same time, this one also get wrinkled. It get wrinkled. So these all are very important properties of rayon. Means what are the properties? It looks like silk. It is very soft like silk. That silky touch is there. It is very soft. It is very smooth. But at the same time, it is very strong also. It is very good absorbent also, and it get wrinkled also. It get wrinkled also. Now, what are the other properties? Like first of all, actually according to the properties only the uses are also decided. Yes. So like what can be the uses? If we talk about the uses, what are the uses? It is very useful as it is a cheaper alternative of the silk. That means the one who do not want to go for an expensive silk can have the material similar to the silk. So it is used to make saris. It is also used to make all dresses, like all dresses including dupattas. I don't feel to write this. All the dresses. Along with that, it is also used to make cap, hats, then maybe the bed sheets, It is also utilized to make carpets. Then it is also utilized to make certain kinds of tires. So all these are the uses of the rayon. Now, along with that, chapter only, many fabrics they melt and they stick to the body, but it doesn't melt. It does not melt. It does not melt, and that is the reason it is used for bandages and also in tires, tire cords, and there are certain other uses also, like maybe like in even the aprons which are basically used in the kitchens. So it is also used in the aprons as it does not melt and it burns at high temperature. It burns at high temperature. So that is the thing, that the properties decides the uses. If it shows the property of getting melted, or gets stick, or it catches fire very easily, then it will never be used in making aprons. But it's not the case. It burns at very high temperature and basically it do not melt. Now we all understood that why it is known as semi-synthetic, because the raw material which is used to make the rayon is wood polymers of acrylic. So this acrylonitrile monomers, they combine end to end, and the which polymer is formed? Acrylic polymer is formed. Actually, the fibers are not straight. When we discussed nylon, before this we have discussed nylon, polyester. So in the cases of nylon and the polyester, the fibers are very straight. But here the fibers of the acrylic are not straight, and it is little bit crimsy sort of, and that is the reason it becomes more bulky. So the fibers are not very straight. Fibers are not straight, and so looks bulky, or so it is bulky. Now, the very important point, that is the reason when it is bulky, and so it is used to make shawls. Definitely when I say that it has got similarity with the wool, so what are the uses, or what can be the uses, or where it can be used? Definitely where the wool is used. Now where wool is used to make carpet, wool is used to make sweaters and shawls and blankets, and that is the reason even acrylic is used to make shawls. See, I always say this thing, that always use, link the things. Now when you link the things, and just do not mug up, do not ratify the things, and try to understand along with linking the things, it becomes easy to understand and to write also. Here only one thing, if you remember that acrylic is the one which shows the resemblance with the wool. So you can write by own, and you get many points to add and write in the exam. Just remember, always you need to make the gist of the answers, underline the main points, focus on the main points, and then you just have to remember the keywords, and then you can make the answer by your own. So used to make shawls, blankets, carpets, even sweaters, and in the market few acrylics are very common. Like take example of the cashmelon. Even you might have heard this thing. So cashmelon. This cashmelon is what actually this is the again which is used in place of wool only, and this is very commonly used if you go for purchasing sweaters. So this is very common word which is made up of what? Actually it is what? Acrylic only, form of acrylic. Then another one is acrylon also. Even this one is also very commonly used, or lawn. So all these are very common, the washable. That is the reason all these things are made out of acrylic. Now, along with this, it do not shrink. Do not shrink. So all these are the qualities and the characteristic features of the acrylic. This acrylic is the what actually it is made up of what? It is a polymer which is made up of the monomer acrylonitrile, and it resembles with wool. It shows similarity with the wool, and that is the reason it is utilized in place of the wool to make the sweaters, shawls and blankets. And definitely it can also be, it is present in many different colors, many different colors are available. All these features make acrylic a better option to use instead of using wool. So please note this point, and now we will move to the next fiber altogether. As we are discussing the other fibers, like when I was discussing nylon, polyester, acrylic, I was saying one thing again that all these synthetic fibers have something common in them. Now what something common is that? I was saying that they have certain properties which are very common. That means their advantages are somewhat common, and their disadvantages are also somewhat common. So here we are going to talk about, I can say, the characteristic features of synthetic fibers, or even I can say that we are talking about the advantages will be dry after some time. Why? Because these kind of the synthetic material is do not absorb sweat. It do not absorb sweat. Now why the do not absorb sweat? It do not absorb sweat. Now why this is happening? Why they are not absorbing water? Why they are not absorbing sweat? Because the pores in them are minute. Have minute pores. Have minute pores. That is the reason the water or the sweat cannot be absorbed. Whereas if you compare cotton, the pores are bigger, and that is the reason the sweat or the water can be absorbed properly. Now come to the second one. These are light and strong. These are light. That means if you compare the same weight, okay, the same suppose if you want to weigh them, and if you take the same quantity, means I am talking if you have taken in kgs, 2 kgs of polyester and 2 kgs of cotton fabric, you will understand that the cotton is much heavier than the synthetic one. So all the synthetic materials are light but strong as well as durable. So all these synthetic material are strong, they are durable and they are light also. Light means in weight they are light, but strong means they are very strong. That means they do not get tear. Polyesters, nylons, and it is can be used anytime. Just to have to remove, and even after washing, just you have to dry, and after drying as it is, you can use it. And even if you want to iron, there is no need to iron it much. So can be then it is easy to use also. Now, so what are the important points? Because all these materials are water resistant, they are light, they are strong, they are durable, they are not attacked by the moths and insects, and they are wrinkle free, and obviously so they are easy to maintain. Now, along with this, if I talk about the negative points, I would